iPhone XS is either the best phone ever made, an iterative update to iPhone X, or both. But you can't judge a new phone without context, and more specifically, context that matters to you. As the price of a brand new flagship phone starts to pass $1,000, deciding whether or not it's the time to buy new, upgrade from old, or cross-grade from different becomes critically important. If you don't already have an iPhone X, then iPhone XS could be something of a revelation. It ditches the home button and the bezels along with it for a new edge-to-curved edge design that Apple intends to exemplify the next generation of iPhones. To navigate, you have gestures now. That makes it effortless to go home or to switch between apps. Unlocking is handled by Face ID, which does require you to look at your phone, but is otherwise so fast and so unobtrusive, it almost feels like no security at all. And with XS, it's even faster. The speakers are better as well, with wider stereo separation so you can really hear sound moving from one side to the other. Cars, spaceships, everything. The glass is stronger, though it still seems biased more towards resisting breaks than it does resisting scratches. And yeah, this year it comes in gold. Not champagne or rose, not even blush, but a slightly bronze gold that's vapor deposited onto the stainless steel band and into the glass on the back. If you hesitated jumping onto the first generation iPhone X or were waiting for gold, you might want to seriously consider the iPhone XS. iPhone XS Max isn't just a big phone, it's verging on a tablet. It's so big iPhone SE could use it as a summer home. If you take an iPhone Plus 6, 6S, 7, 8, whatever, and extend the screen all the way to the edge, popping off almost any trace of bezels as you go, then you have the XS Max. The result is a casing that's almost the same size, but with a screen that fills it up entirely, 6.5 inches of entirely. You get some but not all the benefits of the old Plus as well. No landscape home screen, but an iPad-style split view in apps like Mail, Messages, Notes, and more. You also get more pixels, albeit at the same density as the XS, and more battery. Apple basically filled the Max to the brim with both. While I was a hardcore Plus user, I'm still undecided on the Max. The XS has a big enough display and the same great camera, so I no longer feel required to go big. If you do though, if you've been waiting for a plus-sized 10 or just the biggest iPhone ever, it may be worth it to you to get the Max, and yeah, take everything from your entertainment to your productivity to the Max. Sorry. Take an all-new sensor, all-new imaging pipeline, all-new smart HDR feature, and 6-core, 4 GPU, 8 neural network, Apple A12 Bionic processor, and what do you get? The best photos ever from an iPhone. Now, the way I judge cameras, whether they're attached to iPhones or not, is pretty simple. Can I use it to take photos I simply never could before? Compared to iPhone 8 Plus or iPhone X, the differences with XS are subtle. There are better details in the highlights and shadows, less clipping and blowout, and far better motion isolation. It's all computational photography at this point, and yeah, it's producing some results some people don't like. Super smooth, super beautiful selfies, to be specific. But it's also producing some amazing photos, and extended dynamic range 4K video up to 30 frames per second with stereo sound capture. If you always want to take the very best photos possible, or it's been a while since you've upgraded the best camera that you have with you, it may be worth it to start snapping with the iPhone XS. Unless you're a constant early adopter or on an annual upgrade program, no one, including Apple, expects you to buy a new iPhone every year. So unless you really want gold, Max, or that new camera, iPhone X owners need not apply. If you're on an older iPhone or Android phone and you see iPhone XS as less of an iterative update and more of a much needed polish, then iPhone XS is exactly the iPhone you've been waiting for. And if you're still on the fence, I've got a bunch more videos, including an iPhone XS deep dive, over on my new channel, Vector. I'll link to them right here and here and here and maybe here. So you can check them out and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching.